The Peruvian National Police, DIRANDRO, under its law of creation, the National Police has the following functions. The history of the Peruvian police goes back to the age of the Incas. However, it was since Peru became an independent republic in 1821 that the police began to be seen as a definite institution with its own mission and functions. The first police forces, beginning between 1825 and 1839, emerged as part of the armed forces. At that time, watchmen and guards also carried out police functions within their areas of operation. After the proclamation of Peruvian independence by General San Martin in 1821, the civic militia, during 1823-24, under San Martin the presidents of departmental governing bodies and section leaders, also came into being at that time. Its mission was to identify those conspiring against independence, whose agents were infiltrating into the administrative structures of the new government, and even into the army. The first constitution of the Republic was promulgated in 1823, under the presidency of Don José Bernardo Tagle, having been approved by the First Constituent Assembly on the 12th of November. 3 new ministries were created: Government and Foreign Relations, War and the Navy, and Finance. Although this constitution laid down that municipal councils should be in charge of the Policia, the Orden, responsible for security and public order. It also included the Milicia Cívica and the Guardia de Policía as part of the land-based armed forces, together with the army. The Milicia Cívica would maintain public security within each province, while the Guardia de Policía would maintain private security, e.g. dealing with highway robbers and prosecuting criminals. In a decree issued on the 7th of January 1825, Simon Bolivar converted the Milicia Cívica into a Guardia Nacional, with the task of ensuring public order in each region and community. The Guardia Nacional was staffed by soldiers released from the army and was organized on military lines. It remained part of the armed forces and constituted the Army Reserve. On the 9th of December 1826 the Vitalicia Constitution was issued, under which police functions were transferred from municipal government to the Ministry of Government, working through the prefectures and intendencias. On the 20th of January 1827, during his first presidency, Marshal Don Andrés de Santa Cruz Calamana issued a provisional set of police regulations. In 1834 the Serenos of the Viceroyal period were reconstituted, now properly armed and in uniform. This occurred under the presidency of Marshal Luis José de Orbegozo y Moncada. Soon afterwards, the Arequipa regulations created the posts of inspector and guard, and the order and internal security forces came under the superintendent of police in Lima, and under the subprefects in the provinces. In his second administration, Marshal Andrés de Santa Cruz ordered increased security patrols nationwide, and the town-level watchmen's detachments were cited during his term of office. Previously, these detachments made up of paid watchmen mounted permanent surveillance duties. Marshal Agustín Gamar enacted in 1839 in Junqueo a new regulation of police, which maintains the police chief at the head of a reorganized vigilance and security corps with ranks of captain, lieutenant, corporals, vigilance and watchmen, and Lima is divided into 10 districts and details the various functions that are within its competence. In 1845, Marshal Ramón Castilla Marquesado in his first government ordered the reactivation of the National Guard. This time the new guard was created as a national security organization distributed in all departments, and the decree that created it issued new rules and regulations to define the functions, political authorities and the General Inspectorate of the service. General Don José Rufino Echtenique Benavente, who became president in 1851 by supreme decree of 14 April 1852, formally reorganized the police force into one body and formally created the Peruvian National Gendarmerie, a police force composed of armed pickets of gendarmes led by officers seconded from the army, which went into the tables of these units were also created so-called roving barracks. Just like the National Guard, The gendarmerie was organized along military lines. The same year of its creation, 1852, 8 companies of infantry gendarmes and a regiment of cavalry gendarmes composed of 4 squadrons became operational. The first gendarmerie provisions were enacted in 1853 and 1855. In 1855, as Marshal Ramon Castilla began his second term as president, he then proceeded to reorganize the gendarmerie, and on April 7, 1856, merged into it the existing police corps, setting strict entry requirements and increasing their numbers. However, 1856 the head of government for Lima Dr. Juan del Mar raised a 150-man company of guardsmen for the duties of public security in the Peruvian capital city, independent from the gendarmerie proper. Due to its pressing